Hi, and welcome to the channel. Today, I want to invite you into a reflection that's both deep and practical about how the environments around us play an active role in our physical, emotional, and energetic well-being. We live surrounded by environments, spaces we inhabit, visit, or simply pass through, and each one exerts a silent yet profound influence on our physical, emotional, and energetic well-being. The environment is not just a passive backdrop to life. It is a living field of exchange, an organism constantly interacting with us, shaping our internal states in ways that are often subtle but deeply powerful. The way we organize our personal space, our home, bedroom, or workspace, directly reflects our inner energy, but it also acts as both a mirror and an amplifier of it. Welcoming, clean, airy environments with natural elements like plants, sunlight, and soft sounds can promote states of calm, focus, and healing. On the other hand, chaotic, dark, disorganized spaces, especially those heavy with emotional tension, tend to drain us, increasing feelings of anxiety, stress, or apathy. In the same way, the places we spend time in have a direct impact on our vibration. Spaces filled with negativity, gossip, conflict, or excessive stimulation can throw us off balance, affecting our emotional field and even our physical body, often showing up as fatigue, insomnia, irritability, or unexplained pain. On the other hand, nurturing environments where people embody empathy, active listening, and authenticity strengthen our life energy and awaken higher states of presence and well-being. The environment, then, is an extension of ourselves, and we are an extension of it. Creating and choosing healing environments is an act of both responsibility and self-care. When we intentionally cultivate inner and outer spaces that resonate with harmony, we open the door to a lighter, healthier, and more conscious life. And this doesn't require luxury or big renovations, just intention, sensitivity, and daily choices. What kind of music do we let into our homes? What conversations do we engage in? Where do we place our attention? What kind of energy do we want to plant and harvest? When we understand that the quality of our environment directly influences our physical and emotional health, we begin to make more conscious choices about where we want to be and with whom. Taking care of our environment is an act of taking care of ourselves. Science has been increasingly investigating how both physical and social environments impact mental, emotional, and even physiological health. While the concept of healing environments is often discussed in spiritual or holistic contexts, it is grounded in several scientific fields, including neuroscience, environmental psychology, architecture, integrative medicine, and epigenetics. From the perspective of neuroscience, environments influence the autonomic nervous system. Calm, natural, and organized spaces activate the parasympathetic system, which supports relaxation and recovery. In contrast, chaotic, noisy, or stressful environments trigger the sympathetic nervous system, associated with the fight or flight response, releasing cortisol and adrenaline. Sensory input strongly affects our emotions and decisions. Colors, sounds, scents, natural light, and furniture layout all influence mood, productivity, and even levels of anxiety or depression. The field of social neuroscience has shown that emotions are contagious through the activity of mirror neurons. This means the emotional states of those around us, whether anger, calmness, empathy, or hostility, have a direct impact on our internal state. Positive social environments promote the release of oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine, chemicals that support mental health, empathy, and overall well-being. Epigenetics shows that environmental factors influence gene expression without altering our DNA. In other words, toxic environments, whether physical or emotional, can activate genes linked to illness, while healthy environments can enhance the expression of genes associated with longevity and wellness. In physical spaces, the concept of healing environments has been increasingly applied in hospitals and clinics, aiming to support patient recovery through natural light, the presence of plants, acoustic and visual comfort, and encouraging human connection. A 1984 study by Roger Ulrich found that hospital patients recovering from surgery healed faster, required fewer pain medications, and had better overall experiences when they were exposed to natural light and had views of greenery. We all know, even without deep scientific understanding, how good it feels to be in nature. Research shows that contact with natural environments reduces stress, improves mood, strengthens the immune system, and lowers blood pressure. A 2015 study from Stanford University found that walking for 90 minutes in natural settings reduces activity in areas of the brain associated with rumination, repetitive negative thoughts. Science confirms that environments are not neutral. They regulate our nervous system, influence our mood, alter our biology, and can either accelerate or slow down healing processes. In this sense, creating and spending time in healthy environments is just as essential to our health as eating well or exercising. I know, much of what I'm saying isn't exactly new, right? So why do we keep repeating the same patterns every day? Many of our daily habits seem harmless, but in light of what science reveals about the influence of our surroundings, we begin to realize just how deeply and cumulatively those actions impact our mental, emotional, and physical health. Now, I want to talk about some everyday behaviors we tend to maintain, even though they throw us off balance energetically and emotionally, leading to emotional distress and even physical symptoms. Waking up and immediately checking your phone exposes your body, right after sleep, to highly stressful and often negative stimuli. This activates the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, and breaks the body's natural state of calm. The bedroom, which should be a soft transition space between rest and action, becomes a field of anxiety. The result? Increased anxiety, reduced focus, and decreased emotional regulation throughout the day. Living in messy, cluttered spaces filled with too many objects, visual noise, or chronic disorganization overwhelms the brain and creates an internal state of confusion and fatigue. Physical disorder often reflects and fuels emotional disorder. The consequence: constant tiredness, irritability, procrastination, and lack of mental clarity. Too much noise and constant stimulation, like having the TV always on, loud music, traffic, or nonstop social media, can also do serious harm. We live immersed in intense, unrelenting sound environments without real moments of silence and pause for our nervous system to recalibrate. Silence is therapeutic, but many people are afraid of it, reinforcing the cycle of overstimulation. And yes, these habits have consequences too: increased irritability, insomnia, and a disconnection from oneself. These are just a few simple examples of everyday habits that seem normal, but quietly drain our energy and well-being. By recognizing them, we can begin to make small daily changes that invite more healing into our environments. So how can we shift our habits and build a healthier life from the inside out? When you wake up, try spending just 5 minutes breathing deeply, looking out the window, or listening to something peaceful. Set an intention for your day before plugging into the outside world. We know life can be demanding, but healing starts with effort, ours alone. Start by organizing one room at a time, slowly and with intention. Add a small, meaningful object, a plant, a candle, a crystal, or an image that inspires you. Create intentional moments of silence, or listen to natural sounds like rain, flowing water, or a forest. Play soft instrumental music when you want to relax or focus. And most importantly, listen to your body. If a place makes you feel tense or heavy, ask yourself why. The mind doesn't always know what the body already feels. The transformation of your environment begins with simple intentions: presence, order, beauty, silence, breath. A healing space is one that holds you, both your body and your soul. Maybe as you hear these suggestions, some of them feel too hard, out of reach, or incompatible with your current routine. And that's okay. Creating healing environments, inside and out, isn't about doing everything at once or chasing aesthetic perfection. It's about taking one step, then another, with presence, with kindness. The good news is, this power is already within you. The power to choose where to place your attention. The power to make space for silence. The power to take a deep breath before reacting. The power to care for a small corner of your home as if it were sacred. The power to say no to places or people that drain you, and yes to yourself. Even if the world around you feels like it's moving in the opposite direction, you can still create islands of peace, clarity, and vitality in your day-to-day life. And it's the sum of those small, conscious decisions that transforms your environment into a true ally for your well-being. You don't need a lot to get started. You just need to start with courage, with gentleness, and with the belief that you deserve to live in spaces that help you bloom. Did this message resonate with you? Then this is the right channel for you to keep exploring inner healing and the small but powerful actions we can take in everyday life. I invite you to subscribe and stay connected. There's much more content on the way to help you create environments that heal, support, and uplift you. Thank you for being here. See you in the next video.